I'm just telling you, if you want to get hired like that and you want to make more money, look really good when you go in.
What plumbing companies are looking for when hiring? Now, we talk about hiring plumbers all the time because that's the business I'm in. As you see, I have a special guest here today, and he is not only in plumbing and HVAC. He started out as an electrical contractor, and he also does garage doors, handyman, and all kinds of other fun things. Gus, how are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Man, welcome to the show. So tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Yep. So my name's Gus Antos, A-N-T-O-S, here in Dallas, Fort Worth, and been in the residential trades for about 20 years now. Started in 2004. Started a company called Milestone Electric at the time. We'll fix it in a flash. Just did electrical work.
You bet.
And now we do at a Milestone electrical, plumbing, and HVAC. And since then, we've also started a company called Firehouse Roofing, Wellborn Garage, Hank's Handyman. So we're just all in all things residential.
So what's next? I mean, you're growing like a fungus that you can't get rid of. It's a good thing.
I mean, I guess we need to do social media. That's what I'm understanding now.
You know what? I'd get in it if I were you. It works pretty well.
We have, between the different entities, about 750 total team members. And so we're doing that. And I think, I always look at them as different entities, but I think all together that would be around 175 million. And so, it's funny. We never actually think about the actual revenue. I know the team member count like down to a penny.
You bet. No, I love that.
So yeah.
And I love that because, and guys, we just shot a podcast a while ago. If you haven't done it yet, jump over to the Trade Talk, subscribe to that YouTube channel. That's where you'll see them there, or anywhere you listen to your podcasts at, the Trade Talks. But the cool thing about it is, in the podcast, we talked about you being a people person.
Yep.
And we're not in the trades business. We're in the people business. We grow people. We make amazing people. We help amazing people become what they are.
Yep.
And that makes them good at what they do.
That's it.
Now, the hiring process. Do you ever have anybody that just walked in the hiring process and automatically you're like, yep, that's not happening?
Oh, man, we've had a lot of those. And I'm sure if you're watching this, you've probably seen some of those. And we've had the craziest stuff. We had a guy come in and filled out the application and everything, seemed like a good person. And then we got the background check back, and he was all over every pedophile site that there was.
God.
And I called him and I said, man, what's this? He goes, oh, yeah. I was just kind of hoping you weren't going to run my background.
Oh, man.
And I said, well, man, good luck to you. That's not going to be a fit for us.
Yes.
But Roger, what I try to tell our team is, while we could probably think about the things, the experiences that we remember that were really bad, it's actually the good ones that jump out in my mind, and people will say, what is good? I mean, I got to tell you guys, the bar is so low for what's good in America.
I'll talk about that. Isn't that sad?
It is.
Let me hear you good one.
What I would tell you, this seems ridiculous. You're in the trades, wear a suit. Wow, right?
Okay.
You're going to walk
me there.
You're going to walk in and you may get $2 or $3 more an hour just because you were willing to wear a suit.
Wow.
Do you have to wear a suit? No, you can wear whatever you want and probably get hired, because that's how valuable you are. So good for you. Hey, don't come in with your sunglasses on. This is like
not even up on your head.
Not even up on your head.
Yes.
Hey, I don't care about any of that.
You bet.
I have sunglasses. I own a suit. I hate wearing it. But that has nothing to do with anything. Come in, look somebody in the eye, make conversation with your goal when you leave there is for everyone to go, man, I like that Roger guy. Because you shook hands, you looked people in the eye, you came in with a resume. Maybe you thought about, this is a simple one, just look up the history of the company. Mm-hmm. So you walk in and say, man, I heard Milestone started in 2004. I have a question for you. How did you do it?
You bet.
Like, talk to them. Like I said, I'm going to just be honest. You're going to get hired.
And make more money. And I talk about this in my course that I teach. I teach a lot of the same things. Walk in. Mr. Antos, thank you for the opportunity. I hope I don't waste your time today. And sit down, and when you go through everything, when they ask you, hey, do you have any questions for us? Absolutely. If I come to work here, what makes me a better electrician?
Yep.
How do I become really, really good? Do you have a training program? How can I grow? And then towards the end, say, I hope I've answered all your questions today to help you make a decision about me today.
Yep.
And if I haven't, would you please let me know? And
Yep.
it's like, yeah. And then when you get up, it's like, Mr. Angelos, again, thank you very much. And if there's multiple people there, remember their names. Even if you've got to write them down, have a notebook, write down their names. That way, when you get up to say goodbye, reach out, shake their hand, look them in the eye, and say, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I've got a story about this, about a young lady walking out for an interview for a scholarship. And on her way out, she did all that. And the lady says, hey, wait a minute. Where did you learn this?
Yeah.
And she says, well, I had a coach that taught me how to go through an interview process.
Yep.
Girl got the scholarship.
Yep.
And you're going to get the job if you come in and treat people like that.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, if you're watching this and you're in the trades, my guess is that if they go on an interview, I bet they're probably going to get hired because it's just such a tough labor market. So that's let's not make that just the goal.
Yeah.
Let's make the goal that when you leave that building, that they are like, we have to have that person.
I love that.
And you know what? I'll tell you guys, I'll put all my cards on the table. Maybe your future applicant, a milestone. Greet everybody. Be kind. Be sincere. Look sharp. No glasses. Make sure your social media doesn't have a bunch of crazy stuff on it because someone may look,
Clean it up just a little
Clean
bit.
it up just a little bit. Do all that stuff. And then they're going to say, man, we're going to offer you a job right now. Say, thank you so much. That means so much to me. It's a big decision like this. I'm going to go home and think about it. Is that okay? Even if on the inside you're like, yes, that's me.
Yeah, I got it.
No, because what you want is when you leave there, you're already going to get hired. You want to start up here as a 10. And now you're already getting yourself closer to getting a promotion, getting more money the hour, being in leadership, because everyone's going to leave and talk about how you were different than everybody else that came in.
Guys, he's hired more people than I've ever even thought of having on my crew. So let me tell you, listen to what he's saying. Now, Tony Shea one time, you remember him from Zappos? One of the things he used to do, he'd bring people in, and then he'd always have an individual bus come back and pick them up to take them to the hotel for the interview. He'd tell the bus driver, be late, make a wrong turn, hit a curb, do anything.
Yep.
They want to see, is this guy going to say, dude, do you know how to drive? Can you be here on time? I'm in a hurry. How does he treat the bus driver? And I love that you say, walk in and greet everybody. Hi, how are you today? It's funny when I go to the grocery store, even when I go to check out and walk up the counter, they say, how are you? I'm amazing.
Yep.
Like, oh my God, I never hear that.
Yep.
And it's like, look, I'm amazing. I'm having a great day. And you can make people smile just by treating them great.
Cost you nothing. We went to lunch earlier, and I watched the way that Roger talked to the waitress, and I said, that's what people don't see. And that actually makes you believe the person that you think that they are is when no one's looking or you don't think it matters. And I love that. It's a saying, being kind costs you nothing, but can earn you so much.
That's a cool thing.
Yeah.
First impressions. Are there any things that just set off anything? Somebody walks in the door, they don't even say anything. Is there anything you see that you're just like, probably not for us?
Appearance can be something. It's like maybe maybe someone has 10 different jobs in their life. I know people move around a lot, but one of the 10 most important days in your professional career, I'm of the mindset, man, if we can't just take off the camo overalls for this,
There you go. I know.
Then how important is this to you? But I'm not against camo.
You bet.
Like, I love it. Having glass, this just drives me crazy. Mm-hmm. If you have sunglasses on when we shake hands, especially in a job interview,
you can't see their
I think
eyes.
you're setting yourself back a little bit there, and that's not what anybody wants. I think if they're on their phone, this is a big one for me, is while we're at the interview table, take your phone and either set it upside down or take your phone where they see you and put it in your pocket so that you tell them there's nothing more important happening in my life than right here with you right now. There's other basic stuff, but it's pretty much all the stuff that maybe your mom or grandma taught you.
Act like a professional.
That's it. And I get it. A lot of us get into the trades because we don't want to, we didn't see ourselves as talking to people all the time. Maybe we would have went and sold cars if that's what we wanted. But in an interview, you guys know it. They know it, Roger, that company needs to hire them.
You bet.
But what your goal, and it's a big turnoff for me, is when you're too cool for school. Yeah, what do you got for me? Yeah, well, how do you guys do this? Well, how are you going to do this for me? Like, go in there pretending like you want that job so bad. and just being, man, I'm just blessed to be here. Thanks for having me in. Thank you for this. Well, how do you guys do this? Or how do you do that? Like I said, we're playing the long game. Now in my head, I'm going home and telling my wife, you're not going to believe this guy I interviewed today, this girl I interviewed today. They're going to be the future leader of this company.
You bet.
Like, and it's so, the bar is literally so low.
Guys, listen to this. This is huge.
Yep.
Right hire versus wrong hire.
Yep.
Have you ever hired somebody that they passed the test walking in, everything looked great, but then after a week, a month, 2 months, 6 months, you're like, man, how did I ever hire this person?
Yep.
What happens? What changes about people? Everybody can look good coming in for an interview.
Yep.
I don't wear a suit, but man, I wear my starched jeans tucked in.
Yep.
Everything, and I don't wear a tucked in shirt all the time, y'all. But what happens to people that, or have you had people that come in for that interview, look amazing? You're like, man, they're going to be a rock star. And then a week later, you're like, man, how did I hire that person?
Yeah. So on that, what happens with people? I think people get in and I think that they get complacent and I think that they forget about why they're there. And why they're there is ultimately to earn a living for their family. And I think that we can just get jaded on the smallest little things. And those bad hires are, somebody says certain things or looks a certain way in the interview, but really, our grandma told us this, first impressions are everything. So the first month that you work somewhere, go above and beyond with killing it. And I'm not saying stop after that. You don't have to. But, it's kind of like when you dated. Mm-hmm. Those first 2 or 3 dates are really important, huge, right? And so get all that stuff right. And then I don't know why people change. I don't know the answer to that because I know I try not to do that and you try not to do that. So I don't understand. It just kills me because we want those people at our company. We don't make the choice to let someone go. Right. They make that for themselves.
You bet.
And I don't know. I hate it.
We can coach them up or coach them out.
Yeah.
But they normally give us the reason. We need people in the trades. Asked you a while ago in the podcast interview, you said you could probably hire 100 people right now. And that's not just 100 heartbeats.
Yep.
It's not just 100 people that walk in. It's 100 of the right people. Hiring the right people is not always easy to do. And I think we need more people in the trades each and every day. Do you hire green people, no experience, come in, I need to learn. I want to learn to be an electrician, plumber, HVAC tech, roofer, whatever it is. I'll sweep the floors. I'll carry out the trash. I'll clean the toilets. You tell me what to do. I don't know anything, but I want to learn. Oh, man, you just described every person that I want to hire. If they say, man, I think working hard is important, this, that, and the other, you're hired. We will teach you anything. I've been wildly unsuccessful unprogramming the someone with the wrong attributes for our organization. Been wildly successful finding somebody that knows nothing about the trade but's willing to learn. I like the way you said that. It's a quick answer. The greatest plumber in town walks in, but he does not fit your culture. Are you hiring him?
No.
Yeah. Guys, that's a big one. So, Gus, if somebody wanted to come to work at Milestone, either they're a great plumber, electrician, HVAC tech, roofer, garage door, handyman, we can go down the long list. How do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, thanks for asking that. Call milestone.com. If you just go there, then all the information's there. You can fill out an application.
All the letters, milestone.com?
Yeah.
I'm asking here because I'm learning.
Yeah, it's CALL milestone.com. That's our website.
Check him out.
Yeah, so Milestone Electric was taken, and all the other sides was like, well, let's tell them to call us. But you can go to our website. You can call in. Just do anything. There's no one more important than our team members or future applicants, future team members. We will bend over backwards. We'll meet you there at midnight. We'll meet you there on a Saturday. We'll do whatever it takes to find the right people at our organization.
That is fantastic. And he's also involved in best practice groups. So guys, you're going to go to work for a company that's going to teach you how to be really, really good. If you enjoyed this video, you're definitely going to love the other one. Gus, thank you.
I got to add this. If you're watching this and there's a subscribe button or anything else, do yourself a favor, hit it, send it to all your friends. This is one of the greatest human beings on earth. Every little tidbit that you get from it is going to make you better. And love you guys. Hope to see you soon. Thank you, Roger.
Thank you, Gus.